What's up guys, it's Max with GTN Official here, and today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing this CarPlay radio from CarABC. So this is going to be a little different than my traditional CarPlay installation videos that I've done in the past, because unlike those where I've wired them into the car, this is a freestanding CarPlay unit. So I wanted to try out something new, and CarABC was kind enough to send this over. So this can be installed in any car, right into the car charging port, and just mounted on top of the dashboard or wherever you want to put it. So we're going to take a look at this, and let's jump right into the unboxing. Alright, so we finished unboxing everything, and we have two very well packed packages. So let's take a look at this first one. And what do we got? It is a mounting bracket and a few other things. We will come back to this once we have the radio itself unboxed. Moving over to the radio itself, before we unbox it, let's take a look at what we got. So here is the front, not much on here, just talking about the radio. It has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Got some naming stuff for it, absolutely nothing on the back or the sides, and just compliance labels right there. With that out of the way, let's just go ahead and get this open. We got it. Alright, so let's take a look inside the box itself. We have a protective cover. We have the screen itself. Actually feels quite nice to hold. What else do we have inside the box? So we have what looks to be a suction mount. That may come in handy. A car charger with both USB-C and A power adapter. So we got our car charger with USB-C and USB-A. So it also came with this cord setup. So we have USB-A, we have aux, and then we have USB-C to power the device itself. And then finally we have the manual. Nothing special here, just a quick setup guide and an introduction to Apple CarPlay. It is quite nice. It is in English, which is a step up from what you normally get with these. So shout out to CarABC for that. Alright guys, with that out of the way, let's go get this set up in the car and see how it looks. Alright, so now that we have everything unboxed, we are ready to install it. So we're going to go ahead and go into the car and get everything put into place. Okay, so first things first, you guys can probably see that I already have a mount here and an older screen. The screen's not great, but it is going to stay in place. I installed this when I first got this car. It did not have a touch screen. It doesn't have Apple CarPlay. It's just a Bluetooth display. We're going to leave it in place, and we are probably going to mount the new screen above it. But I am going to quickly remove this older charger and move it to another area so we can get the install done. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, we have a few options for how to mount the screen itself. So right now I'm going to get a feel for where I want it. So our first option would be this glass mounting device here. So to my understanding, it would be put like this. Would mount it on the glass here, and I would be able to have the display somewhere on top here. That is more likely what I will go with. I do have a bit of an odd vent situation. These older Volkswagen Jettas have a weird air vent right here up top. Not much air comes out of it. This thing is, it's seen better days, so it should be okay to place that right on top of it, and I can keep the vent closed. The second option is this sticky mount that you can place flat on a material and stick it on. I don't think this would be quite as good of an option for my personal vehicle, largely just in part to the material right here. It's like a gritty material that I don't think adhesive would stick particularly well to. I also don't really want to stick anything to the air vents, so I think it would be better to stick with the glass mount. So I think I'm going to check in the manual to ensure I'm installing this correctly and then mount it. But actually on the back of the screen itself, there is just a really easy slide-in point. And so it just slides right in like that. And then there's a button you push down to slide it in the rest of the way. But before I do that, I am going to ensure that I am mounting it properly and find a place to do that. Alright, so I am going to be keeping the door open because it is just scorching hot today, nearly 90 degrees here in Michigan. But I am going to mount this with the suction cup on glass. The manual does say it can be fixed to the bottom surface or the glass. I am going to go with the glass. So I am going to try and figure out the best way to mount this. So I do just want to quickly show you guys. So to get the mount on, there's a bracket on top here. So this top bracket needs to be aligned with this piece that pushes down in there. And you can just go ahead and slide that on once you push down the button. Very simple, very nice. So thank you, CarABC, for keeping that as an easy process. So once we have it at the position that we want, we have to fix all of these sliders here into place. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. So there are 3 points you have to fix down on this. You have point 1, which fixes the horizontal movement, the angle that this is going to be put at. You have point 2, which is the height you want from the glass or from the position, and point 3, which fixes the tilting movement here. All right, so now we are going to install this. Seems pretty firm, relatively centered. Give that a minute to dry, and then we will come back to it. All right, so while the suction cup is actually getting stuck into place, we are actually going to go ahead and set up the cord setup so it's not a pain to do in a moment. So it's pretty simple. Comes with this very nicely finished car charging port with USB-C and USB-A in. The way you're going to set up this cord is fairly simple. You're going to take the USB-A and plug it into the power adapter. And then at that point, you can go ahead and put your power adapter into your 12-volt car charging port. You are all set there. Then on the other end of the charger, you're going to take the USB-C and plug it into the bottom of the 2 USB-C ports on the actual device itself. Should fit in perfectly. Nice and snug right there. And then you will also have aux right here for some nice easy management. Now, cable management is something I will deal with in a moment, but the next thing we're going to do is to mount this. All we are going to do is slide this onto the mount and press the button down, and we should be good. There we go. Snapped right on. We have everything into place, so now we can go ahead and start up and get the tech side of this set up. Clearly a very simple install. We'll do some cord management, we'll get everything set up in the way it's supposed to be, and we'll be right back with you. All right, so now we can finally get AC on and not melt. So let's see if this boots up. CarABC, there we go. So I will take off the screen protector in just a moment. Don't worry, guys. So we now have this up, and we can go ahead and get CarPlay set up with it. So we will be doing that in just a moment. All right, guys, so now we have a phone that we can use for CarPlay, and while we're at it, let's actually talk about quickly my app, CarSnap. I'm a software engineering student right now, and I've created a car shopping app where you can shop for cars even if you don't know what model it is, just by taking a photo of the car you like. It will identify it with AI. It will tell you everything you need to know about the car. It'll give you YouTube videos, specifications, and local listings, so you can do all the car shopping you want just by taking a picture. So please download CarSnap today. It's free on iOS and Android. Let's get into connecting to CarPlay. So if we go ahead and connect iPhone, please turn on Bluetooth and Wi-Fi of your iPhone, then connect to car at CarBT. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. CarPlay connecting, please hold on. And wow, just like that, there we have CarPlay. So you can actually see it's pretty snappy. A lot of these Chinese radios, they're pretty laggy. Let me go ahead and finally peel this off. So you can finally get rid of that screen protector, no longer need it. In terms of testing apps, so let's go ahead and let's test Spotify. All right, so after a bit of effort, what I actually was able to discover was that there is an issue with the aux port itself in my existing radio. Luckily, CarABC actually has a way to get around that. So in car settings, there is something called dual Bluetooth. And what that allows you to do is, rather than connecting this via aux and connecting your phone via Bluetooth to this, you can actually connect this via Bluetooth
to your existing stereo if it exists. So that's what I've gone ahead and done, and the sound is actually great now. I'll give you guys a listen so you can hear it. Now, my car speakers aren't the best. It's an older and bit beat up car, but you can hear that it is clearly working. Let's take a look at some of the other features on this CarABC radio. So let's actually show off the AirPlay functionality, which is unique to this. Most radios don't have anything like this. So it says to turn off Wi-Fi and then connect to the hotspot of the iPhone. So now we're connected to the iPhone. So now that that's done, we have something on the personal hotspot. We can actually go back in here, go into AirPlay, and we do see the screen mirroring option. Let's see how this turns out. Wow, look at that. So we actually have AirPlay on here, so we can live mirror the phone screen to the car. That's really interesting. That's something you can't do with normal CarPlay. It's definitely a bit above and beyond. You could definitely put some other apps on here. Anything that works with AirPlay should be able to work here. So that is a very interesting feature to be able to add to this car. All right, guys, so that's actually just about it. You can see the radio installed very nicely. CarPlay worked well on it. Android Auto works too. We were able to get AirPlay up and running, which is something that most radios are not able to do. We got the audio working through dual Bluetooth, which is a very cool feature. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking or subscribing, and please give my app CarSnap a try if you are in the market for a new car right now. Maybe you're a little unsure of the models you're looking for. It really does help to just be able to take a picture of a car, have it identified, and see all the listings near you of that model. Thank you, CarABC, for the radio. Thank all of you so much for watching. If you want a discount code, there will be one in the description below so you can get a better deal than anyone else out there. Thank you all so much for watching, and this is GTN Official signing off.